In this video, I am going to be talking about firewall joist hangers. But before I do that, I just want to go over a way that you can build a firewall, and that will be with the joist sitting on top of a wall and then blocking or double blocking or triple blocking. So for example, a 1.5-inch construction standard piece of lumber is usually rated at a 1-hour burn through. So if I had one block, that would be 1 hour. 2 blocks, that would be 2 hours. So I'm just kind of throwing that out there. I am not an engineer, and I don't know what your city would approve or what they wouldn't approve. And then, of course, I can notch the drywall around the joist to create a 2-hour firewall. 1 piece of drywall, 1 hour, 2 pieces of drywall, a 2-hour. So hopefully that makes sense on one method you can use to create a firewall without any joist hangers. Next up, let's go ahead and install some top flange fire-rated hangers or firewall hangers. And I know some of you out there, you love new gadgets, and something like this might be providing you with some type of arousal. But before you get carried away, I need to have you check the price of these hangers, because one of the prices I found put these at about $47 each, which is probably going to help the company who makes these immensely. And like most top flange hangers, they are going to be attached at the top, and then you will fasten the joist to the hangers with some nails at the bottom. And before we continue, I need to point out that I did a lot of research before I made this video, and I found some suggestions that said if the joist was on fire and it started to sag, let's just say, for example, the joist burnt through in the center, then the joist would fall out of the hangers and reduce or even eliminate the chances of pulling the wall down along with the joist. But I don't buy that, because the joist would have to separate from the connection at the bottom where the nails are attaching to the hangers, and the floor sheathing would have to burn through, because you're still going to have a connection at the top of the joist where it's going to be attached to the floor sheathing, which is going to be attached to the wall. And of course, these hangers are designed for the drywall to slip behind the joist, allowing the drywall to be installed after the building is constructed, which could be another problem. And I have worked on jobs before where we had to install the drywall, and it did take a while, and it did actually slow the job down a little bit. So this could be another sales point for this type of material, but I'm still not 100% sold on it. And when I say that 100%, I can't imagine the price of something like this for a large beam or a large open web joist, where a hanger like this might cost $100 or $200. And if that's the case, then you're really blowing the price of the building out of the ballpark. But again, I get it. Some people need all of this stuff right here, and they're sold on a reason because someone else told them to. I just don't buy it all the time. I would have a difficult time designing a building using something like this, when there are other ways that might not be as efficient, but might definitely be cheaper. And thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, let us know by hitting the thumbs up button or letting us know in the comment area.